Hello and welcome to the Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Sunday, November 24th. And the first thing we'll look at is a surface weather depiction. You can see that the drawer of this tried to divide it into areas of mixed and snow for eastern Idaho. Frankly, it looks to me like it'll be all mixed precipitation and based on elevation, changing to all snow later tonight. But the first thing we'll see from the approaching storm is this breezy south wind starting this afternoon. See 20 to 25 miles an hour, basically from Pocatello area all the way up to Rexburg, and then also in the central Idaho mountains in the higher elevations mainly that are exposed. And we are looking for a warming trend compared to yesterday. Highs around 50 degrees for the lower Snake River Plain and Eastern Magic Valley, and then mid 40s for places like Rexburg and Idaho Falls, and still even 42 in a place like Stanley at such a high elevation. Okay, so the snow will start in the afternoon, but it's going to be very light. It would be limited to areas along the Idaho-Montana border, and it should be much less than 1 inch. But after the afternoon and through during the overnight hours, it will start to intensify. But even there, you can see even through 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're looking at less than 1 inch in all of these highland locations. And the only place where it accumulates more than 1 inch is here in the Yellowstone area and south of Driggs, here on the highway going through Palisades Reservoir and into Wyoming. That's where the focus of it will be, and then maybe close to 1 inch in the roads going over and into Utah from Idaho as well. So the wind speeds will continue to be strong. Here's Sunday evening winds. You can see that area actually migrates to the southwest. And again, it intensifies, looking at 20 to 30 miles an hour. That would blow any snow around, but as you can see, there isn't a whole lot of snow expected during this time, at least for that area. And see, it starts to taper off in the late night hours, is limited to some of these valleys in here where it might start turning to snow. So a lot of blowing snow is possible down here in these southeast and south central highlands. And overnight lows, you can see these are considerably cooler than we've been of late. Actually, even some single digits in the central Idaho mountains, although just a few, mostly in the teens and 20s elsewhere. Okay, you can see the low that'll be moving through. Actually, you don't even see it very much here. It's this weak trough dashed out in brown here. There should be a low here diving down and interacting with this low. These lows have been sitting here in the southern Great Basin for quite a while. And you see it's now all snow as the temperatures do cool down. And here you can see 1 to 2 inches in the Stanley Basin during the day on Monday. Even now places like Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, all registering measurable snow, but again, it's below 1 inch. Same thing over here in the Arco Desert. And in most locations, unless you're in the higher elevations here, once again, going through the Palisades Reservoir and on into Pine Creek Pass into Wyoming, is where you'll again get about 1 to 2 inches or so. And you can see this, the winds for this event kind of are more down here south of Interstate 84 and completely, which would be running through here and then down here. So, but if there's any snow that falls in this area, it would definitely be drifting. You see that continues into the afternoon and expands even a little bit back into Twin Falls County. These are high temperatures now. You can see considerably lower, anywhere from 9 to 12 degrees colder due to the cloud cover and the fact that there is a cold front coming through, although you can see it's not going to do much in the way of winds. So that's highs. Some places not getting above freezing, so very little temperature change in the Central Idaho Mountains. So during the overnight hours on Monday night, we are looking for this is additional snow. So probably looking up here, at 2 to 3 inches of snow in the Stanley Basin for storm totals. You can see again, we're staying probably below the 2-inch mark, but a lot of, ½ inch to 1.5 inches to near 2 inches for locations in the eastern highlands and in the Snake River Plain. Things will start to clear out partially. You can see continued cold temperatures. We're actually getting some below zero temperatures now. Places like Copper Basin and even Stanley's getting to single digits now. And now teens for the Snake River Plain. On Tuesday, day 3 here, the snow continues. There's no let up to it. Additional snow, though, still pretty light, less than 1 inch for most locations. And some locations, especially here in the Eastern Magic Valley, not getting anything for Tuesday during the day. Temperatures on Tuesday, you can see they try to get above freezing now here in the Eastern Magic Valley, but even Pocatello will struggle with it changing in maybe to a rain-snow mix. Most locations get it staying below freezing. See more snow here for Tuesday night. In fact, this is our heaviest night, Tuesday night. You can see over Galena Summit, you're looking at 3 to 5 inches because the 6 inches doesn't even start till you see the yellow. Yellow is actually, that's pretty high elevation. So you may end up seeing for this episode some sort of winter weather advisory for the very high elevations here in the Central Idaho Mountains. And because the threshold is so low, any amount of snow could trigger a winter weather advisory in the Snake River Plain and Eastern Magic Valleys. So you may see a winter weather advisory for this area. But for the most part, it's going to stay, especially in these eastern and southern highlands, below what we would consider, especially winter storm warning criteria. But even, the 6 inches, which is pretty much our winter weather advisory criteria for this area, it's staying less than that. Again, the heaviest time Tuesday night. So here are the winds. Once again, staying pretty strong here, but mostly just on the fringes of our observation area. You can see it's actually switching to out of the south and southeast. This is in response to the next storm coming in, much more powerful, a lot more moisture. And so that's what we roll into here after looking at overnight lows Tuesday night. Again, single digits and some negative single digits and teens for a lot of the area. So here's the extended forecast for Wednesday through Saturday. Every day there's at least a slight chance. The focus right now appears to be Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day of some pretty good snow, much more than what we've been getting. Just barely breezy enough to carry some snow, so you can see here temperatures are basically staying warming to right around the freezing mark for the lower elevations and staying definitely below freezing for the higher, and very cold at night, and that's just the way it's going to be for this extended period. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can contact us at this telephone number. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. If you have any comments or feedback for the content of the briefing, contact our webmaster at this email address. Thanks for watching.